After 8 years of trading, this is the best 1 minute scalping strategy that I have personally found. It works across any pair at any time of the day. It is simple, repeatable, and mechanical. In fact, this plays out almost every single day. This is called a V-shape reversal because price literally creates a V-shape as it reverses, allowing you to catch an early entry before everyone else, giving you high probability, high risk to reward trades like this one. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the strategy step by step using real-time examples that I have taken myself on live stream in front of over 100 people. I'll also be sharing with you guys my secret time confluence, which is a certain time in the markets where I look to see this setup playing out, as well as some other helpful tips and how to avoid losing trades. So part one of this video is going to be going over the entry model. What does it actually look like before you enter a trade? Okay, so we're going to break this down step by step. So take note of this price signature. 90% of the trades that I take have this exact same formation, and I am just rinsing and repeating the same system. On a lower time frame, the first thing I need to see is a stop hunt. A stop hunt or liquidity sweep is when retail traders get stopped out on a trade and then price instantly reverses. How many times does this happen to you where you enter a trade, price is at a key level, it stops you out, and then it immediately runs in the direction that you'd already planned it? You were the liquidity in that trade. This strategy capitalizes on retail getting stopped out before you enter the trade. So I never enter a trade unless retail gets stopped out first. Here's an example of a clear as day stop hunt or liquidity sweep. The first thing you will see is that false move up, okay? This is the first bullish reaction from your key level. We do not enter here. Instead, we wait for our stop hunt. This is when price re-sweeps this low, re-manipulates that low. This right here is called the manipulation leg down to take out this internal liquidity, followed by a V-shape reversal. Now, my favorite part about this strategy is that it just makes sense. Price stops out retail traders and then immediately reverses with lots of bullish momentum. That is where you will capitalize on the trade. So you are quite literally entering when other people get stopped out. The second thing I need to see is something called an inverse fair value gap, but not any inverse fair value gap. I need to see something called a V-shape reversal. This is going to be a sharp move down followed by a sharp move back up in that V formation with an inverse fair value gap within 5 or 6 candles. So taking a look at this price signature, you can see that price makes that aggressive move down, and we created this 30-second bearish fair value gap. This is my condition for entering the trade. As soon as price closes above this 30-second bearish fair value gap, creating an inverse fair value gap or an IFVG, that is going to be my entry with my stop loss below that inversion wherever my trade is invalidated, which in this case would be at the bottom of this bullish candle, and my take profit at these internal structure highs above. These are the trades that you guys want to be taking. So step number one is the stop hunt, which we have right here. Step number two is going to be the V-shape reversal with an inverse fair value gap, which is also checked off. But there's something else I look for, okay? This must be a strong inversion with something called a displacement candle, which is the final portion of our entry model. The displacement candle confirms that this is a valid inversion and not just another fake out move that's eventually going to go lower. Now, I want you guys to look at this candle that ends up inversing this bearish fair value gap. What do you notice about this candle? Well, we see we have the candle open right here. We have the candle low, the candle high, and then the candle close. There is no upper wick on this candle. If this candle looked like this, right, wicking our internal structure high and then eventually closing below with all of the selling pressure, I would not enter the trade. We have a very strong candle closure, so we would call this a displacement candle, right? Lots of volume and momentum behind this candle. Now, real quick, guys, this entire trading model I've actually coded into its own trading indicator. I use this to live trade every single morning inside of the Discord. You can see that our indicator alerts you for when there's an inversion fair value gap, when there's a liquidity sweep, and even tells you if it's a V-shape reversal. So this will be the first link in the description below if you're interested. Okay, this leads us to part two of the strategy, which is going to be higher time frame delivery. Even though I'm trading on a lower time frame, I still need to have something called higher time frame delivery. High time frame delivery means that price must be reacting from a higher time frame level. This is either going to be an external liquidity sweep or reacting from a 15-minute, 1 hour, or 4-hour fair value gap. Now, taking a look at this long position today, there's no external liquidity sweep and there's no fair value gap delivery. However, we did have an external liquidity sweep on ES. So ES actually took out this low, whereas NQ didn't, which creates something called a bullish SMT divergence. This is another form of higher time frame delivery because technically ES did the job for us. So when we're trading NASDAQ, we always want to be watching ES. This doesn't have to be a bullish SMT. Usually it will be a higher time frame fair value gap or a liquidity sweep on NASDAQ. If you guys are trading something like Forex or other stocks or crypto, then you won't have SMT divergences. So you just look for a higher time frame liquidity sweep. So now we're starting to put the pieces together. Okay, we have a a higher time frame liquidity sweep. We have our lower time frame entry model. What else is missing? This brings us to part 3, which is liquidity. If we do not have a clear draw on liquidity before entering the trade, we do not enter. This means I need to have a clear break-even level on my chart and clear low resistance liquidity to target. Now, what does low resistance liquidity mean as opposed to high resistance liquidity? High resistance liquidity is going to be a protected high, right? So let's say we have one high right here. Price comes above this high, sweeping this high. This now becomes a protected high, which is not a good target if we are entering long positions because there is no draw on liquidity. The liquidity has already been taken out. However, if we compare a move like that with a move like this, where we have a bunch of these unprotected highs or low resistance liquidity, followed by our stop hunt V-shaped IFVG, this gives us a much better trade. There is our internal liquidity sweep. There is our V-shaped IFVG in our entry. And now we have a much better trade idea because we have a very clear break-even level on our chart and we have very clear take profit levels with this low resistance liquidity. If we are ever in an aggressive downtrend with no low resistance liquidity to target, I will not take that first presented inverse fair value gap because there is nothing for me to target on this move up. So hopefully that makes sense. This is called a corrective pullback versus an aggressive pullback where you don't have these clear targets. So you can see on this move down, we have this unprotected high here, this unprotected high here, this untapped lower time frame fair value gap, which is a draw on liquidity, and a very clear break-even target. So as soon as I see this V-shaped reversal, I know that there's a very high likelihood, around a 75% chance, that we are at minimum reaching this break-even level. So we move our stop loss to break-even after the first internal structure high is met. So as soon as price reaches this level, we're moving our stop loss to break-even, and then we are targeting these obvious unprotected highs here as our take profit levels. Now, the title of this video is a 1-minute scalping strategy, but obviously the setup that I'm showing you guys is on a 30-second. So what time frame do I trade? Well, first of all, this works on any asset on any time frame because price is fractal. I always take the highest time frame inversion in the leg. Now, on this trade in particular, we didn't have a 1-minute bearish fair value gap for price to inverse. So I will drop down to a 30-second. This is the lowest time frame I will go, and I will take that 30-second inversion instead. So I might take it on a 1-minute time frame, a 2-minute, 3-minute, or a 5-minute. It really depends on what time frame has that fair value gap that I'm waiting to get inversed. Usually it's on the 1 to 3 minute time frame, but occasionally down to the 30-second. So we went over the entry model, we went over higher time frame delivery, we went over liquidity. What else is there? This leads us to my secret confluence, which is going to be time. Okay, I look for the setup to play out during a specific time in the markets every single day. That time is going to be something called ICT macros. There are 2 macro windows that I look for the setup to occur. Okay, the first one is going to be from 9:50 to 10:10, and the second one is going to be from 10:50 to 11:10. Now, I really like the 9:50 to 10:10 macro, otherwise known as the 10 a.m. reversal. Guys, I usually do not trade the first few minutes of market open because there's a ton of manipulation. So I'll wait for that macro window, I'll wait for that 9:50 window, and then I will look for this setup to play out. So taking a look at this long position today, look what time the setup played out. Right at that 10 a.m. reversal. And this happens almost every single day, guys, okay? There's your stop hunt, there's your inversion with a displacement candle. We have clear liquidity targets above, so this is a valid trade. And it falls right inside of that timing window of that 9:50 to 10:10 macro. Let me show you guys an example of another trade that I took yesterday. This is the exact trade I took in the live stream yesterday in front of around 150 people. This means I called this trade in real time with the entry, stop loss, and take profit levels. So remember what I just showed you guys, right? We have that internal liquidity sweep followed by a V-shaped reversal within a few candles, which we get. And we have a really nice displacement candle here, right? Even our indicator is telling us that, hey, we have a V-shaped reversal, we have volume, we even have a session draw on liquidity higher with super clear targets above as well and a very clear break-even target. Now, what about higher time frame delivery? Well, if I zoom out a little bit here, you can see that we swept this external low, which was the previous day low. So now we have a sweep of external liquidity, which is going to be our higher time frame delivery. We also have that internal liquidity sweep, which is that manipulation leg or that stop hunt. And we have that V-shaped inversion with clear targets above. So this is where we entered the trade, stop loss below, and we let price play out. And we ended up fully closing right around here as soon as we put in that bearish SMT with ES. This was around a 1.6, 1.7 risk to reward, heading right into that 9:50 to 10 a.m. macro. And guys, that is how simple the strategy is, and it works almost every single day. Okay, you can see here, even this trade on market open, which I don't normally trade, we saw the exact same formation. We had a sweep of external liquidity, followed by that internal liquidity sweep or stop hunt with that V-shaped IFVG, with that displacement candle, with that clear draw on liquidity liquidity a clear break-even target, this was another trade that you could have taken. Now, what are some things we can use to avoid taking losing trades, okay? The first one includes the entry itself. Now, if this candle that creates the inverse fair value gap either wicks above or closes above that most internal structure high, which is our break-even level, we do not enter the trade. So for example, pretend that this candle's high was all the way up here and it ended up closing below. I would not take this inversion because we've already reached our internal structure. If we close within a few points away from this internal structure high, I would also not take this trade because now my break-even level is like right after I enter and the risk to reward just doesn't make sense. But on a trade like this, where there's clear space between my entry and the break-even level, this is a trade that I will take every single day. And these are the ones that you want to take because you have a higher risk to reward. I will also not enter a trade if we are in an opposing fair value gap. So for example, if I wanted to take longs here on the 30-second time frame, we had a 5-minute bearish fair value gap right above. I would use that 5-minute bearish fair value gap as a break-even level. Or if we are actually inside of that 5-minute bearish fair value gap as that long trigger is firing, I will just not enter the trade. Okay, so I'm gonna actually mark this out. So make sure internal highs and lows are intact before entry because that is your break-even level, and do not trade into an opposing side fair value gap. So a 15-minute or a 5-minute bearish fair value gap, if we're entering on a 1-minute, is a no-go because we can expect that level to act as resistance and push price lower. And last but not least, a final rule that I use in my own trading is do not trade on bank holidays, low volume days, or after 1,000 point moves. And guys, that's the reason why I personally faded this long position today. Even though this was a great technical setup, we had a 1,000 point move from market open. So knowing when not to trade is actually just as, if not more important than knowing when to trade. So that is going to be it for this strategy video. We pretty much gone over everything from entry model to higher time frame delivery to liquidity targets to the exact time you should be trading, and also some tips you can use to avoid losing trades. And guys, that is my entire scalping strategy for 2026. If you guys want to learn from me directly and trade this live with me every single day, then make sure to click the first link in the description below. We'll also give you access to our custom coded indicators, which is coded based on the strategy I've shown you guys in today's video. This indicator is such a lifesaver, shows me these higher time frame fair value gaps, shows me these SMT divergences in real time, shows me when liquidity has been swept, and even alerts me for when one of these IFVGs fires off. If you guys found value, make sure to leave a like on this video. No one is dropping this amount of sauce on YouTube on a weekly basis. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.